All right, here we are on turn 2 of the Road to Karelia campaign. And I think I did have AI air on last time, and I think I left it on in the settings. So I'm screwed. I can't turn it off. I don't think you're allowed to turn that off. Can I turn it off here? Yeah, I had it on. So that's what happened there. So I transported a bunch of freight. I didn't mean to. I mean, it's kind of fine, but it would have happened, like the freight that they transported would have happened with just regular logistics, so there was literally no point. This is coming along. So what I do want to fly is some recon missions in the Vleky Luki region. So to do that, I want to do recon. We'll do Luftflotte 1. Do my guys activate yet? No. Okay, so we'll turn off. Actually, we can just delete all of these air directives. Don't need them anymore. We'll keep the ground support on. I don't know what this is reconning. Well, we could just change this one. The air clicking is so finicky sometimes. You know what? I'm just going to delete this shit. It's just as easy. So what we want to recon is this area here. We want to find out where all of their units are. But we probably want to do it a little further up. Yeah, like that. Focus on units, and then we will have a ground attack. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. And then we want to have a ground attack that is focused on interdiction. In this region here. See how that works. Not terrible losses and pretty successful interdiction attacks. And it helped to reveal the enemy line. So now we kind of have an idea of where we're going with this. So I think the idea is we want to go up to this hex and then across. That should work fine. But it is hard to do. All right, so let's work back to front here. We'll start by clearing out this stuff. Should be doable now. Oh, wow. Whoops. There we go. Got them all. Those guys. Let's see what's left over here. Shouldn't be much. Routed. Why did they rout instead of surrender? How are they routing instead of surrendering? I don't understand that. Them to surrender. Guess we'll clear out the rail line now. Alright, well, not as good as I was hoping for, actually. Trying to get a nice little pocket of some sort there. Just marching these guys overland is a real pain. We can now start clearing this stuff up. I like to be very deliberate with this kind of push because I don't like surprises. Alright, well, these guys are all kind of screwed now, which is good. All right. It's kind of a pain to clear out this bottom sector here. Just quickly repairing up all these lines. This should repair relatively quickly, I think. Them to surrender. They surrender. Mechanized division surrenders, so we're getting lots of losses here. They're surrendered. That's kind of what we were trying to do this turn, is just clear everything out that we had left. Just slowly push our way up. So the next pocket has to be pretty far north, all the way up to here, really. It's going to be tricky. Because this terrain over here is terrible. Well, I guess let's start scouting it out with regiments. See what we can do. I think if I get to that hex there. There's guys here. Alright, so we're going to have to do some killing. Alright, well that's what the SS is going to be needed for. It's their fresher. There's a lot of tanks over here. Jeez. scare them out of there. Just route as many of these divisions as I possibly can. Shoot. Well, let's bring a Panzer division. We'll bring 6th Panzer over here for next turn. I really want to clear out this road. I guess that guy's kind of strong. Well, I guess we'll have to leave him for the infantry then. Well, maybe we could surround him and kill him. This. Yeah. Thought that might work. Now you can easily clear out all that. It's not that easy to take. I do have a fresh Panzer division. I could commit to it, though, I think. I don't know if I want to use 1st Panzer to clear this pocket or to shift them over to the right flank as well. I think probably shifting them to the right flank makes more sense. But I am a little concerned about how close this pocket is to me. I would still really like to take this out. I don't think that's enough to do it, though. Very annoying. I don't know. Maybe I waste the Panzer division on this mission. Let's do it. Fuck it. Just get them all pocketed. Oh shoot, I didn't leave something in Riga though. Please tell me I have something that have movement points to get there. Oh no, this is bad. I have to retake Riga. That would be embarrassing. I should have split them up into regiments. I'm just trying to get my infantry as far forward as possible this turn. Those guys are much of a threat. But shit, I really shouldn't have left Riga undefended. Hopefully I can figure out a way to get something there. There must be a motorized division I haven't moved yet. I wonder what happens if I attack this. He doesn't have movement points to do it. Never mind. See, if I could pop this guy, I would, but I don't think I can. I can make him retreat though, which is pretty favorable for me. That leaves a very small pocket for next turn to deal with. Where is First Corps in general? Kind of spread out already. Let's move them up to Riga. So First Corps is going to be my Baltic boys. Use these guys to clear this stuff out. They're eventually going to rejoin the group and head up the double rail. Now, the dangerous thing here is that the Russians could actually cut me off here, which would be pretty devastating. I didn't get as far as I was hoping. I should have known that they had a little bit more force up here, but the good thing is I did route a whole bunch of units, so I don't think that stuff is a huge concern. anyone particularly low on supplies? Let's switch this to supplies. Everyone's still pretty okay. Yeah, I think everyone's okay enough that I can leave it as is. So I'll move this core up. Okay. I think this is looking pretty good for turn 2. I take back what I said earlier. I'm not sure you can take Pskov turn 2. It's hard. It would be very hard. Maybe it is possible if you focus everything at it, but I'm trying to clear out my right flank here. That's the most important thing for me. I want to get to Veliki Luki, pinch off all these guys if I can as soon as possible. And to that end, I should be moving them up as far as I can, actually. Do I... See, I mean, the good thing is here that everything's going to be kind of funneled up towards my men. And I think they can handle it, but it's going to be hard. Certainly. I'm not worried about the Panzer Division. I'm just worried kind of in general about their combat readiness after the end of this, because then we're going to have to push really far. But at least if we kill off all these Russians here, then we won't have to fight them further north. Alright, let's end the turn. I only have 5 APs. I don't need any new depots. Everything's depoted up. I don't think I'm going to have Villainous as a depot. I'll just have this one as a depot. Problem is this turns just go so fast. Oh wait, are these guys active? No. I think there's an event that tells you when they go active. Alright. Well, end the turn, see what the Russians do. Probably attack my flank, I'd imagine. That's gonna stink. I went too far up. I thought I could get around them. But I was too overeager. Went too far up. Man, the Russians are still bleeding so many planes every turn from doing nothing. Doesn't look like they made it all the way to the rail line. So that's good. All right. So on turn 3, I think the general plan has to be still continue to try to get that encirclement done. And see if we can race over the river I didn't lose Riga, and I didn't lose the rail line. So those are two really important facts that will let me hopefully survive. But I do think that we lost some of the routed units here. I think some of them are potentially going to come back to haunt us. So at this point, let's see how many casualties we've inflicted. At this point, we have inflicted 134,000 casualties last turn, 184,000 since the start. And in terms of destroyed units, we did manage to destroy a bunch of tank divisions, rifle divisions. Obviously, on turn one, we destroyed all their border guard crap. But last turn, we destroyed real divisions, which is important. What we're hoping for this turn is to destroy more of their Soviet logistics phase. They did end up losing more in the logistics phase as well, but not too many more. So what we're kind of looking to do in general is to take out another 250,000 by getting this thing pocketed. And hopefully that'll do the job. The great thing right now is that we're in good shape in terms of territory controlled, because we don't have anything to worry about now in this up to this river line. It's just everything is further north, and it is a long way to Leningrad, a long way. So it's a hard road. But this battle for Veliki Luki should hopefully allow us to take more objective points. I'm thinking. So they're expecting us to take all of these places here, because this is kind of the historical route of encircling Leningrad. So I think we need more recon flights here, first of all. A lot more. It looks like we are starting to get some supplies in at this rail yard, which is great. Looks like Riga has a little bit of supplies, and their port is actually repairing quite quickly, because maybe that construction battalion is helping. So that is all good news for now. This rail yard is almost good to go. That'll be great. Actually, let's put on the rail filter quickly, because this map actually gives you a good idea of our true progress. So anything that is green means that we have converted it. It is, fully operational. Anything that's yellow means that it's cut off because of a red point. So what we should be able to do this turn is to get the rail up as far as here, and then next turn we can get it up all the way up to here, which would let us supply this whole region. Now, what you could do alternatively is try to cut across here, and I'm probably going to look at doing that, but I want to make sure that we started on the right foot and had a good rail line at least as far as Vilnius, which we pretty much achieved in 2 turns. Got up to Vilnius. On the bright side here is we have been repairing rail from Riga outwards. And so this whole area, this whole region here is going to be quickly repaired, which is good because there's a lot of points here that need to be repaired. And we do have a good amount of, supplies in this region. So our cores over here are going to be relatively fresh when they're coming up into the rest of the Baltics towards the Narva line. I think as far as goals go, if we can get up to the Narva line and get up to this river line here, the Luga line, I'll be pretty happy if we can get there by turn 10. That's the overly ambitious goal. Realistically, if I can get Veliki Luki by turn 5 and Pskov by turn 5, then we're in really good shape if I get both of those. If I can get Veliki Luki by turn 4 and Pskov by turn 6, that's still pretty good. But if I could get Veliki Luki in like the next 1 or maybe 2 turns, and I think we're pretty much golden at that point. There's not much the enemy could do to stop us, because that will mean that we have pocketed it. If we fail to pocket it, we could have some problems. So till next time, see ya.